or something with an uncertain outcome.
If this gonna be that kind of party, I'm gonna stick my dick in the mashed potato.
No, but some of my friends have completely lost, I'll text them something.
Wait, what's that? What were you saying?
We're smoothly launching into it.
So, Jace, you were saying that all your friends have lost their sense of humor.
Kevin, Byron, Allen.
Yeah.
No, some of my friends have completely, because of COVID, lost all sense of humor, my funny friends. And you text them something just funny, and they'll be like, we're all, we're going to die.
Yeah, I agree with your friend.
They're like, I will eat you and your family if it comes to that.
Well, interesting point. So, Ben, any interesting points?
Nope. This is to protect me from the coronavirus.
Is to put your microphone inside your shirt.
My t-shirt.
I wear
That's right.
blues time.
Yeah.
That is, I don't know how you can make the blues that white. Is to have.
Yeah, that's the whitest reference to the blues I've ever seen.
No, dude, this is my blue collar shirt. This is what I wear to work.
Yeah,
because I'm blue collar.
Down in the podcasting mines.
Yeah.
You're blue collar.
What would you say? It's a white collar job to produce podcasts?
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
But I work long hours.
Oh, and it's blue collar.
Yeah.
Well, Cole, can I say you're a hero, and the clapping every night is for you.
And then a hero comes along.
I talked to one of my nursing friends.
Podcast to be strong.
By the way, I talked to one of my nursing friends who I used to plow back in the day.
I fucked her too.
Yeah, Ben fucked her, but she said that his dick was so small it didn't count as sex.
I used to nurse off her. I used to suck her tits.
Yeah, that's
Well,
right.
she was actually confusing me for you.
Right,
That's why she
because-
said that. And she goes, "Oh wait, no, your dick is actually
Well, that's
way
because
bigger than this."
Ben tried to have sex with her by wearing a me mask because he's a convicted rapist.
Yeah.
And that's how he. Oh, you're the Ben. It's the master of disguise, but he's just dressing up as people's husbands to have
And
sex
then
with their wives.
fucking their wives.
He says, "I'm going to become the master," and then his dick just starts to look like their dick.
I
It
mean-
grows a foreskin, or it gets bigger or smaller.
You have a gift.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you have a special power. What a weird one to get.
Yeah.
By the way, did you guys see that music video of the sex offenders music video? Have you guys seen
No,
that?
what is that?
See if you can look that up.
Sex offender music video.
Yeah, it's a bunch of guys rapping and shit to but they're telling everybody that they're sex offenders, and they're like, I'm a great guy. Also, I'm not going to do that thing I did to my nephew anymore. It's past me, but I'm living in your neighborhood.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
All I'm showing is R. Kelly, folks. No, but this is what I typed in: sex offender rap video.
Sex offender shuffle looks pretty good.
That could be interesting.
When you were a sex offender and a rap god, is that it?
Maybe. Yeah, I think it might be that sex offender rap.
So, are we gonna watch this?
Sure,
Is it gonna get pulled off YouTube?
probably.
So then maybe we shouldn't.
Yeah, probably not.
But if you want to just turn this podcast off forever and go listen to that music video,
Yeah,
that would be a great time.
Oh, it's great. I heard it and it was good. Moving on. So Ben, have you been screaming in your sleep?
I don't know. I haven't got to talk to Katie at all this week, so I don't know how my mental health is going. Because I don't know if I'm happy or not unless my wife tells me.
Damn, sounds like you're married, dude.
So
Hey, happy wife, happy life.
Yeah. Ben started wearing big dog shirts around the house
Yep.
now that he's married.
yep, and the longest white tube socks I could find.
Oh, I love a tube sock.
I'm wearing tube socks up to my balls.
You have to.
Yeah.
For the COVID. I've been wearing tube socks like that just to keep my feet safe, and I always wear a condom. I'm wearing one right now.
On your
feet?
foot.
No, on my dick.
Nice.
Yeah.
I've been wearing a condom on my head to protect me from COVID.
I feel like we're in the worst yes and improv game.
Yeah.
No, it makes sense though, because Ben just gets throat fucked by guys
Yeah.
on the street all day, so he's got to.
That way I can let guys come on my face and I won't get sick.
It's a bummer because you got to look out for open sores, but I can't get off unless I get an open sore. You know what I mean?
Oh, I know what you mean. Let's start the show.
Great intro.
A feeling of worry, nervousness,
Love saying let's start the show.
about an imminent event.
Put me with an open sore.
Such an alpha move to say let's start the show.
Just a conversation.
It's
It's like-
gonna be that kind of party. I'm gonna stick my dick in
Wait, I'm
my-
gonna stop the intro real quick. Because like the idea of going, let's start the show, and then just like cut to a guy at a cubicle still just sitting down very calmly, just still staring straight ahead. Just like nothing's
eating
happening.
Bugles.
Right.
You can't.
Just looking around to make sure his coworkers don't come close enough to hear the slurs.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
like
through his
getting pissed because
microphone.
there's no sweet and low in the
Yeah.
office kitchen.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, he's
start the show.
he's writing a letter to HR to get more Cliff Bars.
This is a direct correlation to your lack of care for your employees. The amount of sweet and low in the office commissary is a direct correlation to the amount that your HR department gives to your lowest level employees, and I will not stand for it.
Also, you should have a stall just for jerking off at work. I've told you that many times. Anyway, let's start the show.
Y'all ready for this?
No, let's start the show. I said it last.
Yeah.
Let's start the show.
Let's start the show.
Get it. Let's start this show.
Okay, we're starting the show.
Oh, yeah, boy. Yeah. Come up over here, baby, and suck on my nipples and twist them and fucking lick them, bitch. Welcome to Rain Jail, yeah. Lick around the nipple, and then with your tongue, keep getting closer to the center of the nipple. Like tease me, because that's where it feels the best, is right in the middle. So when I feel the tongue getting real close to the middle of the nipple, that's when I start going crazy. Yeah, that's called edging. It's nipple edge. You know, I just made that up. I'm gonna come now, bitch. I'm gonna come, baby. I need them. Why? Hold on.
Why is it that like some guys can get off if like their nipples just get licked or something, or like
that a real
plucked?
thing?
No, but
I
there
don't
are
know.
some guys out there.
I don't know, but get back to it.
Okay. Oh, you want me to keep doing it?
Yeah.
Oh, baby. Yeah, the tongue's getting closer to the nipple, baby. Yeah. Oh, fuck. Shit. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Do you mind if I pull my pistol out real quick and fire in the air as I'm still coming right now, but I like to fire my gun.
Satan always says strap.
Oh, dude. I'm not even kidding. You just came up with a great business idea.
What?
Like, you know how they have the bunny ranch in Nevada?
Yeah,
Is the whole audio system fucked now because Ben yelled so much?
I think it might be.
It sounds like, yeah. It sounds like a Radiohead song in the background. Is that just permanently broken?
I wonder. You think that's? Hold on. No one talk. It's not coming in through that, so it's the headphones.
All right, cool. Well, welcome to Brain Jail. I'm Kevin Tinkin. Across from me is Jace Wayne Avery. This voice is Woke Satan, is Benjamin Allen Avery, a.k.a. Riri Soda. The black guy in the corner that is approving everything that we do is Tyrone.
Tyrone. Just constantly giving a thumbs up.
Constantly, this is good.
Yeah,
He loves it.
we do pay him $80,000 a year to do that.
It's worth it. We get our inward card. Have to do it.
It's just red band and blackface.
Yeah, that is true. It's he calls himself Black Band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lap band is what he more should.
Yeah,
be.
fucking
He's
fat bitch.
fat piece of shit.
Hey, come on. He's my friend.
He's your pal.
I mean, I've hung out with him.
Yeah. You guys go bird dogging together.
We FaceTime.
Do you
Black
FaceTime?
Yeah, every morning.
Does he tell you that guy was a little off? That was on Kill Tony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was he? He's like, hey Ben, what's up? You eat your wife's period blood ever?
Like boba,
Yeah.
like the little blood balls that come out of the pussy, the blood clot balls.
Ugh.
You chew on that shit like boba, suck it up with a big straw, a big Japanese straw.
You took it to the next level, and I don't appreciate it. Although, bravo, good work.
I was saying that would be a good idea for a business, by the way, is
What?
a gun range out in Nevada that also they'll suck you off while you shoot a gun.
It'd be great to fuck while you're shooting a gun.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like that would feel amazing.
I mean, yeah. I mean, here's what you got to do.
Although I got my hands mixed up, I blew the lady's face off.
Well, it's called the old Texas Shuffle. That's what they call that. You could go back to Texas and just make that happen probably in a weekend.
Well, it's funny in Texas, the only problem would be the prostitution. That was what they would have a problem
Oh,
with.
but you could find a willing participant. Just walk around with that hog of yours.
Oh,
out.
you're saying just find a lady,
yeah,
take
just-
her out to a field,
Yeah, find a woman who wants to have sex with you.
or just use
Bring
the
a
gun,
gun.
to make her have sex
Holy
with me.
shit, you already got it. It's right there.
Yeah, it's right there.
I'm the guy who invented rape.
You're like,
Two
look,
birds, one stone.
look, I am a nice guy. All right. The only reason I'm doing this is for time efficiency.
Mm-hmm.
All right? You would willingly blow me, but I brought this gun just because I got to get to the airport in about 45 minutes. Got to get back home to Los Angeles. Love it. Love it.
Yeah.
City of Angels.
You're
really.
at the airport with a tiny suitcase shaped like a gun,
Yeah.
trying to get that through.
It's just very small with this super long extendable handle and wheels, but it's just a Glock.
But yeah, it's the exact size of a Glock.
It's the exact
Just
size of a
dragging.
gun. Yep.
You're like, they're not going to. What I do to sneak my gun through the airport is I put it at the bottom of a little shampoo bottle.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you just she's
Yeah, and
she's
then I'm just-
blowing you. You're just shooting the gun in the air. Oh man,
Yeah.
I feel like if I worked at a gun store, I can't imagine there's much traffic in there.
Well, now probably there's a lot of traffic.
Yeah, I like back in the day, like if I worked at a gun store in like 2012,
Sure.
I'd probably take a lot of bathroom breaks and like jack off. Because there's something about being under fluorescent lights with all the guns and it's so violent that you need to escape.
Right.
You can't just stare at a loaded gun for 8 hours and then be like, all right, clocking out.
You'd also be the
Peace.
guy. You'd also be the guy who's letting a lot of questionable people get a gun.
you'd be like, "Guy was cool. He had blue hair.
Yeah.
He's cool."
He had it's cool. He had a shirt with a picture of him killing Obama with a gun.
But Obama was Pepe.
Yeah, the same gun he bought actually, and I think he's a cool dude.
On the grounds of irony, I think I should allow this man a bump stop.
All right, Mister. You say your name is the Joker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. One ticket for Joker, please? Yeah, you're fine. Yeah.
Yeah, he bought the gun. I told him about the 14-day waiting period, and then he put a timer on his phone, said countdown to presidential assassination.
He called his ex-wife and said, "In 14 days, you're so fucked, bitch," in front of me, and then hung up.
You better learn how to deep throat. You got 2 weeks, Barbara. Now fucking get to sucking or get to dying. All right?
I mean, imagine working at a gun store and you just have like 100 guns pointed at your fucking head.
Yeah, because
All day.
that's how you would arrange the gun display. Is they're all like a Looney Tunes cartoon. They're all pointed right at your head.
Yeah, I used to work at a paintball store, and I used to get hard as a rock. You know, just you find
Did
one
you
of the,
really?
Oh yeah, at Herb Bowers.
Herb Bowers.
Yeah, no, there was a place called Herb Bowers Sporting Goods, and they had guns, they had paintball, they had skis, snowboards, everything.
Fuck yeah.
I love that place.
That's badass as fuck.
You used to work there?
I didn't work there, but I used to go in and make my own name tags. And I'd say, "Well, how can I help you today?" And they're like, "Oh, great, a 12-year-old's working here." Oh man, I was so into guns for a while. From the time I was probably like 10 to 13, I loved guns.
Love guns.
Oh yeah.
Love me a gun.
Love a good gun.
I was like a Marine in Full Metal Jacket, just taking apart my bolt action and putting it back together.
With the blank stare in your face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the chimp.
Time me.
That's the American chimp brain. Like
Yeah.
every guy has American chimp brain, and they just want to like sit at like a fold out table, like like that table, like a fold out plastic table, and you just want to assemble and reassemble your gun all day and
Yeah.
like shine the bullets and
build
put it
PCs.
together.
Yeah. I remember as a kid.
No, that is not American chimp
No.
brain.
Oh, sorry. I want to build a PC and clean my gun. All right. And then I want to watch old episodes of Dallas.
People,
And then they go, "Who shot JR?" And I go, "I did." And then I shoot. I have a bunch of old TVs, and I just blow them out after every episode.
yeah,
That's right.
Yeah, you shoot every single television.
Yeah. Did you know that's the reason?
Assassination style.
Yeah.
Point
the,
blank.
the reason Elvis shot that TV famously because it was playing Moonlight on it. He goes, "God damn it!
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to shoot this TV and get me a fried peanut butter sandwich."
Those old soaps will get you fired up. You know, those old soap operas.
Yeah, they do. They really get you rocking and rolling. Now, people can end up with American chimp brain by hating the government.
Sure.
Because I think now, if you spend enough time online, all roads lead to you getting a 3D printer and then like making your AR-15 fully automatic.
That is kind of socialist people are kind of becoming like hardcore libertarians.
Well, and the alt-right people
Yeah.
too. Like I'm seeing it on both sides now. People are just posting pictures of like, yep, here's my custom AR. I'm like, is this what all the roads lead to? Is you
All
just
roads.
in your garage building an AR-15
Yeah.
just because you can't not spend 19 hours a day on the internet?
Well, if you get
so you just end up building weapons
if you get
and
too
bombs
if you
and
get
stuff.
too passionate about anything, you just start wanting to kill.
It's true.
Because humans are not meant to have that much emotion coursing through their brains 24/7.
That's religious people too.
And we honestly,
Yeah.
we're built to kill anyway. We're designed to kill things.
You are
So it makes well, I am especially.
designed for murder. When you were born, they put a stamp on your head that said killer.
But sometimes I come home from work and I'm like just pissed off and I see the dogs and I'm like, man, I could just like bury this baseball bat through the dog's head. And I would never do that, of course, but it would make me
could.
feel really good.
I could though.
I choked a guy outside a bar one time and it made me feel amazing.
Yeah.
It was like taking ecstasy. I felt so good.
You should go out and start fights. You should. I mean,
Dude, did I tell you after I got him, a guy came at me. I think we've talked about this on the podcast.
he came on you,
He came on me and I was like, dude, I told you to come in my ass.
and then you choked him
I
out.
choked him.
Nobody fucks me wrong. You fuck me wrong, I'll fucking kill
Hey,
you.
did you secretly put a condom on during sex?
You son of a bitch.
No, a guy came at me. I ended up choking him for a second, then threw him to the ground. And then I felt so good from that.
Yeah.
That me and my buddies, Devin and Richie, were at a bar the next week. And there was some drunk guy yelling at them.
And you just choked him.
I know. I started to fucking. This was like a real wake up moment for me because I felt so empowered by it. Like it
Yeah.
was like the beginning of Fight Club where I was like, "This is my answer."
Yeah.
And then a guy was like, this drunk old guy was like yelling at him. And I go, fuck. I was like, fucking do something about it, man. And then the bouncer just looked at me. He goes, man, what are you? He goes, he's just he's like, he's an old drunk idiot. You're like a guy. What are you doing? And I was like, oh shit, you're right. I'm being like a huge piece of
Yeah.
shit right
It's
now.
Balloon Shakalaka, who's an 85-pound gay 70-year-old black man.
Yeah.
I did not fuck Tony Click Clack.
Tony Click Clack.
That's what.
Jace is beating up every minor celebrity in LA bars.
Mm-hmm.
Jace, I'm driving past a bar and Jace is curb stomping Bruce Valanche.
Yeah.
Who's like blackout drunk.
Yep.
Who said one catty thing to him. And Jace just started pummeling him.
I spent $1,000 to get to New Jersey to fight the Bagel Boss guy.
He's tombstoning French Stewart. What you squinting at, French? This is America, goddammit.
Listen, here's
you
the
take
thing.
your onion soup and go down under with the tombstone.
Right. I show you the back. I show you the back. I'm like, check out the back of my trunk, and I open it. It's just a dead Jonathan Taylor Thomas. I go, we're going to be doing a little home improvement.
You start
That was
kicking.
right before he was down, and right before I took this hammer that I have and hit him with the opposite end. I go, and then I just buried it in his forehead.
You're about
And
to.
as you're hitting him, you're going ding, 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 ding.
You're about to like fucking roundhouse kick Thomas Hayden Church. And I'm like, Chase. He's a B-list celebrity.
Yeah.
He just had a sitcom with Sarah Jessica Parker.
You're like, my
Like,
bad.
He's
I'm
not
like,
irrelevant.
I'm like, wait, how many seasons it go? And he's like, it went 3 seasons.
You're like, you're safe for now.
You better get something in development quick, jackass.
As soon as you're on the C list, I'm kicking your ass. You're hired by CAA and WME and all these agencies
Yeah.
to beat them to death so they don't have to fire them as clients.
UTA is like, we need you to terminate our representation with Thomas Hayden Church with prejudice.
You're Mike from Breaking Bad, except you just kill minor celebrities.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
like that shit.
Here's
You're
the
the
thing,
12th.
Walt. We're gonna go to Thomas Hayden Church's house and we're gonna fuck his wife in front of him. We're gonna cuck his shit up. Kind of lost the mic at the end.
You're the 20th assassin hired to kill Andy Dick. But they just
He's evaded every assassination.
Well, no, the assassin just always ends
Unkillable.
up. Yeah, the assassin just always is found dead, like a Black Dahlia-esque crime,
And
just
that-
cut in half with his teeth missing.
a note that says best night of my life. Totally worth it.
Fuck, let's write this show now and have all these people star in it.
It is a good idea. Have
Why
we
not?
done the bit where it's Wilson? Who's Tim Allen's neighbor in Home Improvement?
Ooh, I don't
Is
know.
it Wilson?
It's Wilson, yeah.
I think Wilson.
Okay, so it's Wilson behind the fence, but in the season finale, you figure out he's been jerking off the entire time below the fence line.
He's never worn pants. Every time. He's just been jacked.
No. The whole time he's actually trans. He had post-op surgery, and that's why he never comes out behind the fence.
Wilson, why is the bottom half of your fence all white? He's like, well, Tim, that's cum.
Well, Tim, a lot of people know, I'm Al Borland now, a lot of people know that the best sealant for a wood fence is human cum. So I've been getting these group of schoolboys to my property, much like Tom Sawyer, and been teaching them to jerk off on my fence.
And he's been lactating on the fence, too, because he has titties as
Yeah,
well.
I
in the
actually,
bed.
Wow.
yeah,
Yeah,
Tim,
it's
a
like
lot of
a
people don't
girl.
know, I did a little personal improvement project. I got big old titties put in my body. And now
Wait,
I can,
that's an episode of Home Improvement where he gives Wilson post-op surgery, and he like brings out all the drills.
right. Because Wilson wants to breastfeed the chimps at the zoo.
And then Pamela Anderson's mad at him because his tits are bigger than hers.
Yep.
And then he comes out and the audience goes, ooh. Oh, that's good. Man, I would love to. It would
Motorboat Pamela Anderson.
be, well, sure, if she didn't have that Hep C, bro.
Yeah, fucking
Death-
gross pussy.
gross.
That's why Julian Assange is so close to death, because he fucked her one time. Yeah.
Did he really?
No, they're like dating, aren't they?
Yeah, he titty fucked her.
Yeah. He titty fucked her in Guantanamo.
Which is a threat against national security to titty fuck Pamela Anderson. We have to send SEAL Team 6. Well, SEAL Team 7 now.
Right.
SEAL Team
Usama.
6 has all killed themselves for some reason.
Yeah, that is very odd.
They are all like dead now for some reason, but
Not
Yeah.
me.
nothing to look into.
No.
Probably.
Yeah.
Chris Kyle, I wonder what he knew. You know?
Yeah.
Maybe he had some dirt on Obama.
That guy's got two first names.
Chris
Yeah,
Kyle.
I mean,
I call him Piss Kyle.
you can't.
Did you see
He was
that
a piss
video?
pig, dude.
He's a piss pig?
Yeah. He was getting peed on at the shooting range.
Dude, you know what also he broke the record in? The most times pissed in the face on in Iraq. 267 confirmed pissings on face.
I like that desert piss. Dehydrated, crystallized. You can almost feel the pellets of crystal.
A thick coffee piss. Foam on the top of it as it coming out my ding-a-ling.
It stank. Stank coming out.
I'm grossed out by it. It's my own piss. I'm grossed out.
Me and,
That's how nasty
Chris
the piss
Kyle
is.
just pissing out of a helicopter over the Kandahar Valley.
It's
While
Chris Kyle.
sniping.
It's Chris Kyle from a helicopter, and he's lining up his dick to piss on a little kid.
Oh, he has a scope on his
He
dick.
has a scope on his dick and a little knob. He's adjusting. He's
Oh, like in Django Unchained, the
Yeah.
big long sniper rifle.
yeah, and he's
like that thing. Yeah,
He's like, it looks about 15-mile-an-hour wind. We're going to do about 2 clicks adjustment on that.
he's getting away. He's getting.
Django, I have made you a ghillie suit with a hole for your dick to come out of. Damn.
Fuck.
Damn.
Me and Bruce used to do this character where it was a guy who was trying to be like avant-garde as a comedian or whatever, and he's like so above it because he's so like he's a real hipster and
Sure.
like, he's just like he knows what's up, and he just gets walks up on stage at an open mic and he starts pissing in his own mouth. And then people are like, "Oh, they're freaking out!" And he's like, "Guys, you are being so fucking annoying right now." He's just the piss continually flowing in his mouth,
Like up into the air and then back down.
yeah, and
into
they're
his
like,
own mouth.
"Oh, gross! You guys are so immature. You don't understand my art."
That's the thing. I like stuff that's edgy, but edgelord anything ends up with people just like putting mouse traps on their dick and balls.
Yeah,
and we're
which
supposed
is-
to believe it's the same thing as what everyone
Well,
else is
to be
doing.
fair though, that was just Jackass, and it was the funniest thing of all time.
No,
Yeah.
no, not Jackass was brilliant. I'm not talking about that. I mean, when people eventually just start doing stuff where they go on stage and instead of doing X, Y, or Z, it's just like they literally have their dick and balls are turning the color white.
Right.
Because there's a mouse trap on it.
Yeah.
Or like someone brings out a fake dick and is sucking it or pretending to jack it off.
Sure.
I like,
And it's just, to me, that's fucking gay.
I get on stage and I like to squeeze. I squeeze the ball sack to push the testicles up into my abdomen, and then I get a really like a rolling pin that doesn't roll, just one solid thing, and then I I twist up my balls in the rolling pin and I just push down as hard as I can. And then people go, oh, I'm like, this is my art. Why are you guys being weird?
Dude, you know what I do? As I put my dick in balls, I wrap it in the springs of a pogo stick.
Yeah.
All the way through,
Uh-huh.
and then I just hop up and down.
Yeah.
Until it's just grinded into like a fine like Crayola paste.
Yeah, I like to put my balls on one of those, those parking bumpers, cement parking bumpers.
Yeah. I know what you're
I'll
talking
lay
about.
down, no pants, and I'll just be wearing like a dress. And fuck you for judging me. By the way, if you got a problem with it, you can go fuck yourself. All right. I'm in a Target parking lot. I got my dick and balls. I put my balls on the parking bumper.
I'm with you. Yeah.
And then I take one of Joe Rogan's sponsored. What are those?
Kettlebells?
Kettlebell,
with
yeah.
the monkey face on it.
Yeah, but I tear that monkey face off because that is fucked up. All right, and I just want the hard cement, and then I put it up as high as I can. And I just drop it right on my nuts.
Does it pop? What happens to it?
Sometimes,
Yeah, sometimes.
and that's what gets me off is the not knowing if it's gonna pop my nuts.
Kevin's dick and balls at this point looks like. Have you ever filled up a water balloon like too much?
Yeah.
And tied it at the end just barely.
Yeah.
That's the dick part.
Yeah.
His balls are just like translucent.
Yeah,
swollen.
his dick looks like Daniel Cormier's ears.
Yeah.
He's got cauliflower dick.
Oh, it's the
fuck.
best. If they get swollen
God
up,
damn it.
filled with pus, it's even better.
Yeah.
Because then the next week when I go out there to the Walmart parking lot,
Right.
I can really fuck them up.
Kevin goes out to a fresh lot and has them build the foundation of the house on his balls.
That's right.
Yep. Or I'll go up into the Sequoia National Forest and I'll have them
Right.
cut a wedge out of a redwood. I'll put my nuts in the wedge, and then I'll have them, just the biggest man I can find, run towards it so that the wedge closes on my balls.
Hey, yeah.
Well, I remember that famous stunt you did where you climbed to the top of the Washington Monument.
Yeah.
And you just lightly draped your balls over the tip, and then you rappelled down the entire monument.
Had to do it.
Had to.
Had to do it.
One time.
And Jenny got all pissed. I'm like, when am I going to be in Washington again?
Yeah.
She's like, I want to go to Georgetown. I'm like, fuck you. All right? Seriously. That's so touristy.
Jenny, I have to fuck the Vietnam Memorial Wall. You know that.
Can I put I want to engulf the flag where the World War II guys are hoisting the flag
Iwo
up.
Jima.
I want to put that in my ass. Can we?
Yeah.
Is that cool?
Listen, we got a great idea for Nanette's newest special. Is she goes and she sticks a big fat pussy on all the monuments to show real disrespect for this country that's paid her millions of dollars.
She's coming. Just a horrible yellow discharge all over every monument.
Yeah.
Well, she hasn't been fucked in a while, so it's a real mess down there. That's what I hear.
I don't know.
Kevin gets lower down into one of those like shark cages in the ocean and just has a tiny hole that he sticks his dick and balls to.
Yep.
Dressed up like a baby seal.
Yep.
And like 6 or 7 of the biggest great white sharks you've ever seen come over and just start fucking it up bad.
Yeah.
Like really bad.
Hell
like
yeah.
it's fucked up for days. Days.
And then I have the best plastic surgeon standing by to reattach my balls. And then just so I can do it again next
and
week.
then you go right back down.
Well, you remember after David Blaine did that ice stunt in Times Square, Kevin put his whole dick and balls in a block of ice for 3 months. And just stood in Times Square, and little kids would come and look at it and point at it. Yeah.
What I also like to do is to drill a little hole in a cantaloupe, and I shove my balls in it. And then I go down to the zoo. I find a snapping turtle, and then I let the thing just snap off.
One of those videos of the hippopotamus just snapping an entire watermelon in half.
Kevin takes out a loan for like $270,000 to get one of the animatronic T-Rexes from Jurassic Park to
Oh man,
just jump up and down on his balls
Yeah.
repeatedly.
now we're dreaming.
Kevin got sucked off from Robosaurus. That
What's
monster.
Robosaurus?
It's that
The
monster truck.
Robitussin theme park.
oh, it's all fucked up.
No, it's that monster truck thing where the metal dinosaur eats all the cars.
Oh, yeah.
It
That was
spits the
badass as fuck.
Spits the fight. It's still badass, guys.
Come watch Robosaurus.
badass.
Fire your gun at it for an extra $10.
This Saturday, watch Kevin Tinkin get his balls crushed by Gravedigger.
I'm going. Woo! Yeah! Hell yeah! Rock and roll.
You know, Gravedigger was not his original name.
Is this cool? Oh, like the black guy in the corner.
Wait.
Thumbs up.
Was it Slave Digger?
All right.
Or was it...
That's
No.
my favorite. That's my favorite Dave Matthews Band song. Slave Digger.
Won't you dig my slave? I don't like this. But
I don't either.
Tyrone
but it
loves
started
it.
Tyrone.
I can't.
Two thumbs up.
2 thumbs up.
Yeah.
Oh, it makes me feel a lot better to know that he's enjoying
Yeah,
himself.
Tyrone actually might be a self-hating black man. Honestly, he was telling me a lot of facts about the the murder in Georgia from 2 months ago.
Really?
He was like, he was 5 miles away from his house. He was in Timberlands. Doesn't seem like he was jogging to me.
Some say he had a hammer. I don't know if it's true.
Yeah, that
I-
Pete Seeger song. If I had a hammer,
Yeah.
I'd plant it on a dead black man.
I see. I didn't hear about this story.
Oh, you didn't hear about it?
No.
Wait, for real? You didn't hear about the
I
story?
am. What do they call it? What are those guys with their heads in the sand? Albatross or
Ostrich.
ostrich? Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a straight up ostrich when it comes to the news.
You didn't hear about that story?
Look, if the price of cluster jewels isn't dropping on Path of Exiles, I don't want to hear about it. All right. It's
Yeah, it was really fucked up, honestly, if you hadn't heard it. It was
Yeah,
this
so
guy, his
what-
name was, I want to say Ahmad Rashad, but I know that was the NBA host from the 90s.
I think it was like Aubrey Marcus or something.
it was like Ahmad Aubrey or something like
man,
that.
just keep making up names. I'm sure they're right.
It was Osama bin Laden, and it was really fucked up. There was a video of it. He was jogging in Atlanta, like literally 2 miles from his house. And these two good old boys chased him down in a pickup because they thought he was a robber, and they just like straight up
Broad daylight.
Broad daylight. They straight up just like ran him down, and the guy, it was a dad and his son, and they both looked like Wall-E people with like just goatees the size of a Tic Tac.
I'm working on mine.
Your goatee.
Yeah,
I think that's a good look for you.
it's getting ridiculous. All right, keep going.
So anyway, the dad like
keep
hops out
telling
of
this
the truck.
hot ass story.
The dad like hops out of the truck and like basically puts a shotgun in his face. The guy tries to like wrestle it away from him, and then the other guy is just like shooting him from the truck bed, and he's
Jesus.
dead. No charges were pressed for 2 months until one of the lawyers leaked the video, and it went viral. And
Who
basically,
shot the video?
it was a guy who was like following it. The lawyer had basically was consulting with them, saw the video. I think what I was reading pieces of, and then because no charges were pressed, he basically leaked it. He tried to leak it privately because it's not like you can't do that as a lawyer. And it went viral, and they've both been arrested now, and they're being tried. But
Good.
they would have completely got away with it.
What was their motivation for that?
Oh, they've just been listening to a lot of Brain Jail and kind of got hyped up.
They're like, there's one. Jesus Christ, that's fucking horrible.
Yeah.
Well, I guess racism isn't over. Man,
Are you seeing all these pictures of people in Subway with like Gatling guns
I saw that one you
and
sent us.
RPGs and shit?
Yeah, you sent us one of a guy in a Subway with a bazooka on his back.
This is a problem.
Is that real?
Do
It's a real picture, yeah.
Look, I'm not trying to be like Mr. Cheeto and Chief or like this
Who's that?
libertarian asshole or like
Chester Cheetah?
whatever the fuck. Like, I'm not trying to sound like a retard, but are we like a fucking laughing stock to everybody at this point?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I heard like New Zealand has like 0 cases. Saudi Arabia is like taking this very seriously with COVID.
Yeah.
Like they're all being we have the highest number of cases.
Almost
And-
every country on earth has been like, yeah, we just gave our residents $2,000 a week. It's fine.
Yeah, so people are just like the pictures people are seeing around the globe are people eating foot-long sandwiches and holding AR-15s inside of Subway with like masks on.
Yeah. Literally like holding a sign that says, I need my haircut, as a homeless guy is like spitting into their mouth. to celebrate COVID being fake.
So like no one's gonna respect us post pandemic. Like this looks
Nobody
like
has
we
respected
started,
America.
right?
I fucking lost so much respect for America at this point. I feel like I'm a fucking like Bill Hicks level coastal elitist at this point, where I'm just like, fuck
you are.
everybody.
You
You've
have been
always
for a
been
while.
I
coastal
have
elitist.
always been a coastal
Look,
elitist.
here in the coasts, you wouldn't get it.
Listen,
all right?
here's the thing. In Silver Lake, where we
Just-
all have IT jobs,
Just let us solve your problem.
just stay home and listen to your Vampire Weekend vinyl, guys. I don't get the big fucking deal.
Honestly, vinyl sounds so much better.
Guys,
for real?
here's the thing for real. We're gonna have to get a gun because I'm not gonna stop going to Taco Bell, right? And if I go to Taco Bell, there's gonna be 20 dudes in rascal scooters with shotguns in their laps, like just shotguns laid over their laps.
Well, they won't give you hot sauce if you
Yeah,
don't have
well,
it.
they actually, they're so fat that they need a concealed carry license because you can't see their gun.
Yeah,
Give me the goddamn Del Scorcho now.
one of them pulls the gun on the guy behind the register because they're like out of Doritos Locos Tacos. And I just like, you remember in Boogie Nights, the guy sitting in the restaurant who pulls out the revolver very slowly.
The trucker
Yeah.
reading Soldier Fortune magazine.
Yeah, but I'm that guy, but I pull out a huge Magnum from the back and I just shoot through my cup of Baja Blast and I hit his fucking oxygen tank on the back of his rascal scooter and blow up the Taco Bell.
like the ending of Jaws.
Yeah.
Die, you son of a bitch.
And then as the smoke clears, he goes, "Motherfucker made me spill my Baja Blast."
Yeah.
You're the guy in the donut shop in Boogie Nights when it's getting holed up, but you pull out this giant Magnum and then you just put it in your mouth and kill yourself. Don Cheadle's like, don't do it.
Man. Yeah, I have not seen. I really don't pay attention to the news. I really don't.
You're better off, really.
I've always been better off.
Here's-
You know,
well,
I've been
Well, you-
checking out more, but it's hard. You just find yourself on Twitter every once in a while and
Yeah.
you're going through it.
We've talked about this before. You just stop paying attention because it's the same thing every day. So
Well,
what's the point?
I mean,
It's
if
like
you-
a white guy did something horrific to,
Yeah.
like fed
Well-
a black guy to a pack of dogs or tied him up to a pickup. A celebrity said something that was retarded. Trump said something that's bad and he lied. It's just every week with the same horseshit.
Well, we're constantly anybody can report, and everything is recorded. So it's just like we're able to
Well,
highlight the idiots.
Also, it
that have
seems
always
like
existed.
like this crisis has really illustrated that America is just beyond repair. Like if something like this can't bring us together, where a 9/11 is happening every day, and it's still become a giant political issue with people
Yeah.
screaming at each other, it's like what really could unite us at all?
I mean, I just don't worry about it. You know what I mean? Get yourself a nice character build. You know, find yourself an RPG. You know, and I don't mean the gun. I mean a game,
Yeah.
a role playing game.
I just want to like learn to play the piano and like
just do that.
get a gun and take it apart. And
Yeah,
stuff
I'm
and look
teaching
at
myself
it.
Spanish, so
I mean,
and I
make-
just ordered a guitar on Amazon.
You should
That's
teach yourself-
great.
You should teach
Yeah.
yourself Mandarin.
Well, I can't do that because I got a little problem
oh,
with the Chinese, all right? Which I'm legally forbidden from learning Chinese.
I put the man in Mandarin.
why ain't there no woman Mandarin, huh?
How come there ain't no female Durin?
What if Chinese people become the new Mexicans? Like you go to Home Depot and they're all sitting like outside, like,
Right.
I don't
waiting
think,
to
I
like in 20 years.
Waiting to start an accounting firm.
Yeah.
yeah.
No,
pull
they're
up in
sitting outside Goldman Sachs
Right.
like the way they sit outside Home Depot.
Yeah, you pull up in your pickup truck. You're like, all right, I need 4 people to develop a formula for hepatitis C medicine.
But in that time, the Cholos rule the world.
right.
Hey, like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna need 4 coders. All right, I need 4 coders. Hop in the pickup.
Yeah.
And then like, thank you very much. I am a little rusty on my C++.
Dude, speaking of which, what
All right,
happened to-
how many of y'all motherfuckers know JavaScript?
dude, what happened to Carlos Slim? He was like the richest dude in the world and he was from Mexico.
I don't know who that
Is
is.
he? I think he's still around, right?
I don't know, but he was crushing it there for a second.
Yeah, he's getting a lot
Who's
of pussy.
Carlos Slim?
He's the
owned-
richest man in Mexico.
He owned the phone company that Mexicans can use.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
in
the
Mexico.
president's brother.
Well, yeah, that
Oh,
is
really?
that is
Yeah.
how a lot of people
Yeah,
get
yeah.
rich in foreign countries. Like the richest man in China,
It's the most that shit is so fucking corrupt. I do know
Yeah.
about that. I didn't know his name was.
the richest man in China. I swear to God, I think his name is Yi Jialing. It sounds like I'm making it up. I swear to God, I think I nailed that. Watch, his name is Peter North. Peter North.
You're like-
I couldn't make up one fake
You're like,
name.
his name is Dr. Hong Kong.
Yeah, I'm Brendan Schwab now.
Yeah.
The reason he became so rich, he's like, I think the 5th richest person in the world, is that China controls the internet. And because he was tight with the Chinese government, they allowed him to make the only version of Amazon that exists in China. It's a direct ripoff of Amazon, but he's the only person allowed to do that in all of China. So he's like guaranteed billionaire because of that.
Jeez. Yeah, it's we should have stuff. Our government should be like that. That should be that's good. No, I mean it's all that's the thing about like these different styles, because we were talking about it last week too. Where it's like, you know, you get to a point where it's just like things are so fucked, it needs to come down.
Oh, this kid's just the neighbor kids are
Jesus
just playing
Christ.
with the toy car.
Thought somebody's fucking getting murdered or getting fucked. I'm so used to all the screaming that happens in my home is always life-threatening.
You thought your neighbors came down to yell outside the podcast?
Hey, I wouldn't be surprised. You know what I mean? Just tell them to get the fuck out of the driveway.
They're just fighting outside your cubicle at work. You're just typing away.
Oh, Jesus. No, they create a character on Path of Exile so they can scream in global chat at each other. Just as grr.
Yeah.
But we were talking about it, you know, like that we just need something to like just take over and like take care of us, and like, look, you make the corn and you make the chickens and the beef, and we'll just give everybody money.
That would work if people could like walk.
Well, that would.
People like can't walk anymore, so it's
That-
like I don't know if we have a
I mean,
civilization.
that's
anymore.
what communism is just a central government
Yeah.
with one leadership.
And I
And
think-
it could be good, but it always happens that the fucking brother of the guy in charge becomes the richest man in the country because he's like, hey, bro, can I get Nextel two-way like exclusivity on this deal? And he's like, yeah, that sounds pretty good. And then all of a sudden, you know,
They're just watching Machete.
yeah, that sounds pretty good, man. And then like all you can do is Nextel two-way, you know, in Mexico, and some guy's rich just because he's somebody's brother,
Right.
It's
And
like,
I think-
fuck off. But the same shit happens with capitalism. But it's the criticism is of human beings.
Yeah, I think number one, I think, not to take your joke too seriously, but I think most people who are kind of meme wise saying socialism rocks on
Meme wise,
like they're saying like almost as a meme, like socialism rocks on Twitter. Like they just mean more of a like kind of socialist capitalistic hybrid like you see in like a northern European type country.
yeah.
That being said, I don't think America can like exist. Like it's just too big to do anything. Like I really think it should just be 50
Well,
nation states operating.
Oh wow,
independently.
you're for segregation.
I'm for. Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. It's separate, but it's equal,
what?
and that's
Only.
gonna cause a lot.
What state would you live in? I think I'd go Montana.
I mean, whatever the white one is, but
But California and Texas are the only ones that have enough resources to sustain on their own.
well, that's
without
what they're
import-exports,
that's what they're
right?
saying is not necessarily make it every state, but like make it like groups. Like you could do California, the Northwest, Texas. Like,
I mean,
so
but we're
5
still,
areas.
we still would be fucked though. Even if everything was separate, we'd still be fucked.
do you think so?
Yes.
Like how so?
Like we'd still be in the same situation we are now.
Well, we'd still have COVID type stuff, but it could definitely be like I feel like you could actually have an effect on like your government. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe.
If
but
you're
I mean,
one person in 40 million instead of one person in
but
450
there'd be
million.
it'd just be like the number one job in California would be like necklace making and like crystal crystal psychologists and like it would be like air interpretation. Like
I'm fine with that. I don't care.
But that's the thing. We're already, I mean, even though California is one of the highest economic places, literally one of the biggest.
yeah, I think 20% of our taxes go to feeding poor countries in the South, actually. Poor states in the South, actually.
Well, we're also have one of the highest
GDPs.
debts ever. We're also
now we
in a
do.
ton-
We had a surplus until COVID.
yeah, well, that surplus has. I mean, I don't know. That was like 20 years ago.
No, I think we were like 20 billion plus until COVID hit, and now we're like fucking 52 billion in debt at this point. It's pretty crazy.
Interesting. I disagree.
Do you want me to look it up? I don't even know what those words mean, but I can look it up.
No, I literally saw it the other day. I mean, it doesn't fucking matter. We don't know what we're talking about. But
Yeah. We're not doctors or anything.
Yeah.
My wife has cancer.
I think you should just organize it by
The
the
ultimate argument.
Dude, what if you organize the U.S. by like all the races? Like, would it be more efficient? You know what I mean?
Some parts of it would probably be more efficient.
Like you let the whites and the Asians live together. Then you let the Jews and the
I hate this already. This is the dumbest start to a thing.
you
to
don't think
say.
it'd work? I think if you had maybe the Indians and the
But here's the thing: is that's already America. Is just people are naturally grouping together.
especially in LA.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, you want a model for how people should live? Go to Fresno, California. All right. You go over there, you see it's the rainbow of people just holding hands.
Sure.
A white man hands a taco to a Filipino. You know what I mean?
And they're friends because they're all doing meth together.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? Hey, you asking what if this won't bring people together? What will? Crystal meth.
It's a peace pipe.
It is a peace pipe, man. If you get everybody addicted to crystal, I mean, by the way, great name. If you're gonna have a baby, name her Crystal.
Yeah. I'm naming my kid Peace Pipe.
Peace pipe.
Yeah. Peace Pipe Jones.
But I'm telling you, man, it's diversity is good, but the way that, I don't know. The way I grew up was very different than I've ever seen in Los Angeles. And as far as like
You're talking like a mixed city growing up? in?
yes, like the cultural diversity was fucking real. It was like it felt real to me at least. I'm the whitest cop on the block, but I just didn't think about it. It was not a thing because the friends of mine were pretty mixed.
And
up.
I don't really know what I'm talking about. I just have some strong opinions about some stuff. Like,
Yeah.
I think we can all agree on, like, military spending probably shouldn't be $5 trillion a year. 40 people shouldn't have the top half of the.
I agree with that.
Of the money in America.
I say we spend all our money on guns. All right, I have no problem with high military spending. I think that's just fine as long as it's honest. As long as they're not hiding money, which is what they're doing.
Right.
The $20,000 toilet seat conspiracy.
Yeah.
But I think we should spend money. But it is fucked up how very few people have a shit ton of money. And the gap is, this is a new idea, and I don't think anybody's ever said this before.
I think I'm okay with the military budget too. Just like let me fly the plane sometimes.
Yeah.
Like I'm paying my taxes. I want to hop in an F-15
Periodically.
and just like fly. Like I don't want to drop bombs on anybody, but I'd fly over Baghdad and get like dip really close,
Right. You would
where they think something's about to drop.
You would
just
you would
moon 'em?
smoke them.
Yeah. I want to fly
I dip
over.
low enough over Israel and I just knock someone's hat off and go right back up.
Oh my god! No, we're pro-Israel.
I know my rights. I pay my taxes.
No, I want to just get in a bomber plane and fly over, just any country. It doesn't really matter. And I just want to shit from 30,000 feet.
You pack your shit into the little rocket holder that they have.
Yeah.
Real talk, to those guys just wear diapers?
What guys?
Like fighter pilots and stuff? Because if they're up there in the air for like 6 hours. And how do they drink
I think
water?
they just shit themselves the entire time.
No, I know there.
It's required.
Yeah.
You can drink water. You can definitely
Yeah,
drink
you can
water.
But they're
Water.
wearing those masks because of the atmospheric pressure. Like they
You
couldn't
can take
breathe.
them. They have the
right?
mask off all the time.
You can definitely take those off.
Yeah.
Like, you just lay out in
that's
the
just
fighter
for
pilot?
That's just for COVID.
Should I call my dad right now? I could ask him.
That's for COVID.
Yeah.
My dad was a fighter pilot in the Air Force.
Yeah,
so
he dropped a fat man and little boy.
Yeah, no, he said he
And then he had a fat man who was a little boy.
yeah, he I was cute.
We got him.
I was a cute little boy.
Ben is holding two shotguns sideways to each other and cocking both barrels at the same time.
Shit. No, I wonder if they I know the astronauts have to wear diapers.
They do.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
do wear diapers.
for sure.
And when they pee, they have to put their dick in a little like Texas catheter to piss because otherwise the piss would go everywhere.
A Texas catheter?
Yeah, it's a Texas catheter is the catheter. I know a lot about catheters. Texas catheter is the one that goes outside the penis and not inside.
Ah, yeah, it's a good one.
We call that a Texas catheter.
They make everything bigger in Texas.
That's right.
You know what would have
The
fucking
catheters.
sucked is like if you studied to be an astronaut, like our age, you studied to be an astronaut, and by the time you could have became one, NASA disbanded. By the time you're like 25,
Oh, sure. That happened to a lot of people, I'm sure.
that sucks. What do you do after that? I mean,
Oh, you'd have
Probably just kill yourself.
probably a pretty illustrious career in the military.
the Space Force, is that real?
Well, a lot of people that are in NASA are pilots. You know, they were in the Navy.
Yeah, almost all of them were pilots.
Really?
at some
Yeah,
point.
absolutely.
That's
So-
like the roadmap to becoming an astronaut.
That's a different animal.
Worst case scenario, you fly
Yeah.
domestic planes.
There's very
make a shit
specific-
ton of money.
There's
You're telling
very
me a
specific-
guy that flies a helicopter can fly a spaceship?
Well, they're mostly just riding in the spaceship.
Helicopter pilots are different than jet pilots.
You're telling me if a guy can pilot a pirate ship, he can go to the moon?
So you're saying if a guy can maneuver a paddle boat around
So
a
Lewis and
fictitious golf course,
Lewis and Clark could have got us to Mars.
so that's what you're telling me.
saying. Mm-hmm. Well,
That's
throw
with-
Sacagawea in there too while we're
with
at it.
the help of a brave Native American hero woman. Do you have a problem with that?
Elizabeth Warren.
Elizabeth Warren. That's right. Oh my God! It's fucking Marge.
It's time.
Dude, you think Lewis and Clark just
Oh,
were just
shit.
trying to butt fuck each other?
What
We just ran out of space
On what?
on the SD card.
Oh.
I didn't format
for
it.
the camera?
Yeah.
Oh, we can see. We can still keep recording on the audio.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely keep recording. Sorry if you're watching this. You're gonna have to look at a logo, fuckers.
yeah.
so-
Fuck you.
Get over it. You
But
know?
don't take your VR headset off.
No.
Sit there like a bad little
Yeah,
boy.
in
you
the
are.
dark.
By the way, somebody called you a little twink on the iTunes the podcast review, Ben.
That they all call me Twink. It's their thing.
Oh, somebody
all call me
fucking,
fucking gay.
Somebody on Instagram messaged me yesterday, and they go, it was like a picture of my face, and they go, "How does it feel knowing I can jerk off to this, and there's nothing you can do about it?" I didn't respond.
Was it Andrew Cotto?
It was Andrew Cotto. Yeah. It was Andrew Cotto. Yep.
Is that why you not wearing the headphones over your head?
Why?
You want to be able to see the full picture?
Yeah, my beautiful face.
That's right. Mm-hmm. Hey, folks. Yeah.
Yeah, these gays are killing me, man.
Yeah, somebody also said something about your spit cup noises on YouTube.
Well, they can go eat shit. How
Yeah,
about
they
that?
can eat my shit after I shit off the Eiffel Tower. So anyway, back to what I was saying. I look getting a B-3 bomber, all right, and get it. I will have to wear an oxygen mask so that I can get out in the atmosphere so I can shit. And then that's the end.
Oh, you want to be the first guy to spacewalk and take a shit?
Oh, we've done this. We've talked about this before. Yes. Oh yeah. Red Bull will sponsor it and everything.
Oh yeah, I remember that bit.
Yeah.
we're
Oh,
just
yeah.
we're watching it fall towards fucking the earth.
There's a bunch of like a barometric pressure meters and all kinds of like stuff
Yeah.
on the screen.
Very inspirational music playing.
Yeah, and I'm gonna take a shit off this air balloon right after these messages, folks. And then it'll do a Red Bull gives you wings commercial.
Up next after this commercials, we got Evil Knievel is going to take a shit over 20 buses outside Caesar's Palace.
And after that, David Copperfield's gonna fuck my wife. The greatest magic trick anybody's ever done.
Yeah.
Kevin, you know what you do?
What?
When you're in the hot air balloon?
What?
You do a handstand so that big flame can just roast your dick and balls and your asshole.
Hell yeah.
So it's just all melted into one color, and you can't even tell
Yeah.
where your asshole or dick or balls was.
Well, Kevin would
Hell
take
yeah.
his ball sack and he put a little helium, like the tank, hooked up to it, and then he would just turn his balls into a big balloon,
Yeah.
like up, that would just carry him and a little Chinese boy,
Yeah.
to the Amazon
That's
rainforest.
his James and the Giant Peach. Kevin James Tinkin and the Giant Peach.
Yeah,
Dude, what I really want to do is I want to go down to Silver Lake and find one of those glass blowers.
sure.
And have them just get the glass as hot as possible. And then just, they put it on one of those things where they can kind of blow it up a little
Yeah,
bit.
the sticks. Yeah,
And then they're blowing it and they're spinning, they're blowing and spinning, and they put it back in and it's just almost liquid. And then I got my dick pulled back because I don't want to get that burnt. But then I get my balls completely engulfed in this wet, hot,
Sure.
magma glass, and then I have them put in some colors, and then they spin me. They put me on the spigot. Now I'm spinning, and then they're just putting different colors around my balls, and then it finally it dries. So it's just pure glass nutsack, and then I go on YouTube on one of those pressure things where they crush cans and stuff.
Sure.
And I just have them crush my glass nuts.
Nice.
Oh, with the hydraulic press channel.
Yeah.
All right, welcome back to the hydraulic press channel. Today we are going to be crushing Kevin Tinkin's nutsack. All right, here we go.
It is interesting that those channels exist.
I love the hydraulic press
Really?
channel. I love it. I love seeing things get crushed.
This is gross to admit, and I shouldn't even say this, but I really
am a pedophile.
I love watching children. No, the fucking medical videos, like the
Which ones?
Like pimple poppers?
pimple poppers.
They're
fucking-
fucked, Kevin.
I don't know what the fuck is wrong.
I
with
hate
me.
that. I hate that shit.
What is
Yeah,
wrong
that
with
shit
me?
sucks.
Dude, there was a
I don't know.
guy. He had deep like pits in his nose and stuff.
Ugh.
And they were just the shit they were pulling out of this guy's pores on his face. I was just going. I was just like making like grossed out. But I watched that thing for 45 minutes, and they got his nose cleaned out.
Even you talking about it makes me want to gag.
That's what some people
Yeah.
just do with their life.
Yeah.
Is they just keep doing fucked up shit over and over and being like, ooh, yeah. Oh, that feels good. Fuck yeah.
yeah. I remember in college,
Ooh,
I
I got my roommate addicted to meth.
in college,
Yeah.
I got really addicted to live leak videos, and it really affected my mental health for like a couple months.
Really?
'Cause I spent like a month straight just watching like Russian, like fucking guy gets eaten by a bear, or like kid blows up in a like Iraqi car bomb,
Fuck
homeless
yeah.
man beaten to death with hammer.
Fuck yeah.
And
Really?
yeah, it really. I mean, I'm exaggerating a little bit.
See, I can't watch that type of shit. I really can't. I always have a hard time when people, get hurt.
Yeah,
But if somebody's getting a cyst drained on their back by their granddaughter, that stuff, I'm just like, they're like, it smells. And like,
Yeah.
Randy, it's getting all over the linoleum. And I'm just like, this is a good video.
See, I was more of a fan of. There's a subreddit called Morbid Reality too, and it's just like I'd sort by best all time, and it's just stories of like grandma rapes and starves child to death, 3 years old, and I just read the whole article about
Oh my
that.
God. See, I
and then it's
can't
like
watch-
man fucks turtle to death, and then I'd read all of that.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
Spend like a whole day doing that.
Yeah.
See, it's you know what? That's folks. That's the yin and yang of the world. I can watch the blackhead videos, and Jace likes the rape
I
articles.
didn't say that.
I mean, everybody's got a little black dot in their white circle. You know what I mean? Or white circle and black dot.
Yeah, come on, man. What the fuck?
You never know. Yin and yang, just like my neighbor, Mr. Yang.
Oh, Kevin, do we have any emails?
I do believe we do not have any emails.
Fuck.
I know. The only thing that we got a couple of good reviews.
Don't read the good reviews.
Let's go around then and discuss what we'd rather be if we could do it all over again. I would like to be. I've been thinking about this, and this is.
We did get an email. Sorry, but
No, go ahead.
No. You continue your thought, and then we'll get to the email.
I would, and this is like you can live in any world you'd want to, right?
Yeah.
Just like Duncan Trussell's show. I would like to be a giant spider
Okay.
who's also a cop. Everyone would respect me, and everyone would be afraid of as fuck of me, and I'd look
So
cool
you're
as hell
just
all the time.
living in our normal world, but you're a giant spider who's a cop.
And I have a leather jacket with 8 armholes.
Do you have 8 guns? To
I do.
match? Okay.
Yep, and I can shoot 8 unarmed teens at once.
Do you have a big cop mustache, almost as a joke? Okay.
Yeah, but everyone respects it.
Do you, when you go into the police break room, do you grab a donut and then wrap it up in a web in the corner and then suck all the jelly out of the donut?
That's cute. That's good.
That's badass. Yeah, that's what I'd be.
Yeah.
and I'd have my
You look at your coworkers, and then you look back, and you suck the jelly out.
and my wife would be a sex doll that I put a wig on.
Okay.
Not the robot ones, just the inflatable ones.
Out of all the choices and all the freedom of the decisions in the world, that's your choice.
If I could do it all over again, I'd marry my sex doll,
Well,
like
sir.
legally.
Okay.
Katie, you heard it here first.
But because everyone would be afraid of me, so no one would call me on my mental illness.
Yeah.
People would respect it because I'm so put together. They're like, I don't know, is he crazy? Maybe he has it figured out.
Maybe he's just-
I shouldn't date a real human woman.
Maybe we just don't know what spiders are like. Maybe we don't know.
Don't judge a spider by, his sex dolls.
That would be funny if you turned into a spider cop and you were just getting so much pussy because of it.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
But you have a huge spider dick for no reason. That's not even anthropomorphically correct.
yeah.
You have a human cock.
Yeah, but it's big.
And it's the same color as a spider, and it's got little bits of fur on it, like a spider.
And
Yeah.
and you never wear clothes, so your cock's always just dragging around.
Yep.
Yeah.
And when people give you shit about it, you're like, you're being immature.
Oh, I have an important question. Do you walk like a regular spider on 8 legs, or do you walk on 2 legs and have 6 arms?
I've thought about this a lot. I walk upright.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Wow,
Yeah.
interesting.
But if I'm like chasing a bad guy, I can like crawl up walls and like
Okay.
jump really far.
Okay.
Shit like that.
So what the question is, just what if anything? Then what would you be?
Yeah, that's what I'd be.
Huh? I think I'd want to be an octopus. That's the only thing that I've thought about.
You can be a human.
no,
but
no.
have a different life.
Well,
Like-
see, you got to be a spider, and now you're telling me I get to be a human. I'm already a human, all right?
well, you're just doing another 8-legged creature. It seems like.
Yeah, but a better one.
Go
all right.
on, I'm listening.
I'm
I'm offended, but I'm listening.
Look, there's 8. His octopus has 8 pussies. Too. I don't know if you know that, but that's why they call him octopus.
Boom, boom.
No, I think it'd be cool.
Your cum is black. That's kind of cool.
Hell yeah, and you can write a story.
Yeah.
And you have a beak.
Yeah, that's the only thing that limits the ability for me to get into dude's asshole.
And octopuses have like a 90 IQ, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're very smart. Yeah, very
Yeah,
intelligent.
just-
Octopus tricked me into letting him fuck my wife. they're very intelligent creatures.
yes,
He could squeeze his entire body into my wife's pussy.
yeah,
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And then you'd fuck him.
Yeah, well,
Not
he made me
unknowingly.
eat his cum. That
Still-
was his thing.
Still couldn't find the G spot though, folks.
So, Kevin,
it doesn't exist.
do you like to walk on land and everything?
Oh yeah,
So
yeah,
you're
for
not-
sure.
You don't have to stay in the water.
Don't have to stay in the water. Again,
Do you wear hats?
Of course, I wear hats.
What about sunglasses?
I'm a fedora guy,
Yeah.
and if people give me shit, I fucking kill them on the spot.
Fuck yeah. So you're, and like when you go to play Yu-Gi-Oh down at the GameStop, when
Uh-huh.
they break the tables out, you fucking destroy everybody because
Crush.
all 8 hands are just like,
Yeah.
just XP
oh yeah,
power. Like
you're a
crazy.
pro Dance Revolution player.
Yeah, and when I want to connect to the old folks, I go play hearts, and I crush their ass at that shit too. Or canasta,
I like
I'll
that.
fuck you up at some canasta with my 8 arms.
Okay, I like that.
And I'm just sticky. I can just stick to anything. I'm constantly sticky.
Fuck,
Right.
how much better does a Netflix stand-up special sound if it's an octopus?
Oh, that'd be great.
That's what I'm saying. My stand-up would also be better than it is.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're really, telling stories here, it would be relatable to everyone. It wouldn't just be about my kids. There'd be real context.
Okay, I
to
like
it.
that.
Yeah. And the cool thing is, I could work the mic cable with some of my extra arms.
You just be a better podcast producer.
Yeah. Oh yeah. All the levels. I could manage the levels so much easier.
Yeah.
It'd be great.
Yeah.
It'd be so dope.
I think I have a good one for mine. I'm gonna go human because I don't want to be a dumb gay animal. I think I would be in Men in Black, but I would be the Russ Cole of Men in Black. So I'd be True Detective Men in Black, and I'm just hunting.
Oh.
I'm hunting down aliens who fuck kids specifically.
You're just shaping your old beer cans.
Yeah.
So
into
you're
little figurines.
So you're an intergalactic pedophile detective.
That's exactly right. Yeah.
Wow.
This
And they
was
go-
the best answer.
And they go look for the look for the Yellow King, and they're like, it's a man with green hair, but he just has tentacles because he's an alien.
Wait a
Yeah.
second.
it's Kevin.
Yeah.
Are
it's
you
Kevin.
saying, hey, fuck off? No, I'm not the pedophile Yellow King. Mm-hmm. I don't like that.
Yeah.
All right. We do have an email from somebody. Internet persona. Important listener email. I've got a sketch idea for you guys since you're basically on your way to becoming the next Key and Peele. Oh, interesting. Very nice. Oh, the black guy in the corner loves that.
Oh, he doesn't like Key and Peele.
No, he loves it. He loves it. The scene opens on a little boy sick in the hospital. Let's call him Timmy. Timmy's got leukemia, and suddenly he contracts the coronavirus. Tragedy is thick in the air, and everyone knows he has little to no time left. The Make-A-Wish Foundation steps in and rushes him through to fulfill whatever he might wish for. All he wants is a large public audience to deliver his final message to the world. Live streaming with the support of so many mainstream celebrities, he's given the platform to speak to the world his message. He lets out a couple coughs, rolls his eyes forward to meet the cameras, then softly into the mic he whispers the N-word one time. Then he flatlines. Finn.
Yeah, I think we just print that as is. I think that's the sketch. Flushed it out a lot. What about it's Make-A-Wish, but his wish is just to get the N-word pass? Do you think Make-A-Wish could fulfill that?
I don't think they would.
They just get Lawrence Fishburne to come in and officially give him the pass.
I feel like it'd have to be Samuel L. Jackson.
Samuel L. Jackson?
Oh
Okay,
yeah,
right.
If anybody gives you permission, it's SLJ. By the way, the guy that sent us the email where he was like, "You guys are crazy as a bunch of kooks in a candy store or whatever," like he was saying. He wanted to let us know that he was high as shit when he sent that email.
That makes sense, yeah.
So
yeah.
he said sorry.
That's okay, buddy.
Because we wanted to shit on the email, but we also didn't want to shit
I
on
imagine
it.
most people listen to this in a K-hole.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Oh, we also got an email from Mucinex. It says break up with mucus. Whether you're fighting congestion, cold, or cough, Mucinex helps you ditch mucus. So put it in its place. So
Yeah. Did you know, by the way, the Mucinex guy from the commercials, the guy with from Brooklyn, he had the suspenders and the cigar? You know what I'm talking about?
say it again.
The guy from the Mucinex commercials,
yeah.
he's the mucus that wears the suspenders and smokes a cigar and everything. He got Me Too'd recently.
Oh no!
Yeah, he was fucking kids on set.
For real?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up.
You can get power being the Mucinex voiceover actor.
No, the actual creation of
He's
the
talking about the
Mucinex.
Holy
booger.
shit!
Yeah.
He's saying the booger got me too.
Yeah, the booker
Wow.
was fucking kids on set.
Yeah.
Man,
Oh, dude, what about Who Framed Roger Rabbit? But it's about pedophilia in Toonland. I like that.
Jason's
that's the FBI.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I just got a call from the fucking
By the way-
NSA.
Jace's screensaver is Pickle Rick as Dr. Manhattan.
Which I made myself, actually.
Did you really?
Yeah, I really did make that.
Man, you are becoming the thing you meme.
Yeah, I keep doing Pickle Rick and stuff, and I couldn't think of a caption for Pickle Rick as Dr. Manhattan. And then one of the people who follows me actually nailed it. He said, "I'm tired of these jars. I'm tired of this jar. I'm tired of these pickles."
That's good.
And that actually really made. I was like pissed. I was like, "God damn it, that's really good."
That's
Yeah.
nice. You got a writer.
Yeah, exactly.
That's good. Well, where are we at time wise there, Benny boy?
Hour 10.
Wow.
Yeah.
We're really fucking off. We're fucking off on
What do you
this
mean?
damn podcast. It used to be I'd say, where are we at, Ben? And Ben would go, we're just inside of 3 hours. And I'd go, man, it seems like it's been 10 minutes.
It's also just really fucking hot down here. Again,
It's hot down here.
which is like when we got in the most fights was when it was this hot.
Yeah, and we can hear, I mean, it's hard to ignore just the constant slapping of balls against the dude's ass that we can hear, and then the children crying.
Mm-hmm.
And it gets to a real fuck fest down here in the garage sometimes.
Around an hour, I just have to like shit and piss too.
Well, I have to shit, so you better watch your ass. All right?
Do you shit
I'm the one
then
who
piss,
shits.
or do you piss and then shit?
No, I'm shitting and pissing at the same time. Usually.
Okay. all
By the way-
do you bend your dick back so it hits the shit as it comes out of your ass?
No, I have it synced up. Whereas one turd pops out, then a stream of piss flies.
Okay.
Between the turd and my ass.
Oh, no,
Okay,
that's
all
just
right.
more shit. That's what you should have diarrhea. When you piss out of your ass.
I call it brown piss.
What do you ever get a solid shit diarrhea and then another solid shit?
Yes, I have.
Jesus,
That's
Christ.
insane.
That's so weird.
That's not normal.
I've definitely had like I'm taking a shit and then it turns into like wet ass stinky diarrhea that smells bad. Like it smells like shit.
Uh-huh.
But it's diarrhea.
Well, yeah, that's what diarrhea is. It's shit.
But it smells like shit.
Well, yeah, it is.
Like it smells bad, and I go, "Wow, I'm near the end of this game. Like this is the last level.
Right.
Like this is the
And then
the boss.
an underwater level comes.
Yeah.
You're like, gotta see these end credits.
And then it'll be followed with chunks,
That's nuts.
with chunky little pebs
That's crazy. Hey, let me ask
flying
you.
out.
Let me ask you another question. You guys, after you,
Do the business.
do the business of your, you lay with your beloved either in your mind or in the toilet,
Sure.
or literally. Do you guys always piss after?
I really do piss during a shit.
No,
It's
no,
almost
I'm
like
talking about.
Kevin's
Boner.
saying after you fucked, you take a piss.
Oh, I've only shit. I've never had sex.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's when a lady's like, so you want to go into the other room? I was like, oh yeah. And then I walk into the bathroom and take a fat shit. And then I'm like, well, I got to get the hell out of here. I forgot about a Zoom call. I got to
Can
do
you
later.
imagine how pissed off a woman would be if you did that? If you like you meet somebody
Yeah.
on a Tinder date or whatever, Grinder, and then they're like, hey, wink, wink, gun emoji.
I have had to do that before, like on a date back at her place, and I just really have to take a shit.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, do you mind if I go in the bathroom real quick? And just literally like blow it out of my body as fast as I can.
Yeah.
So it's not too weird. And then just, don't wipe at all. And then just go and make her suck my dick. And then that's it. And then
Oh my God, what a horrible man.
I'm kidding, of course.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You do wipe.
Yeah.
I do. I remember one time I was at my buddy's wife's birthday party. This is probably like 15 years ago because I'm a million years old. But we're having food, and my wife used to bring this up all the time, and a lot of my friends used to make fun of me for this because I disappeared for like 45 minutes because they lived out in the country, so there was not a lot of water pressure.
Sure.
And I had to take a shit so bad, and I go into the toilet to take a shit, and there's toilet paper already in the toilet, and you know how like the urgency, and then your body knows that you're in the bathroom, so it's like, oh,
Right.
let the
You have 2 seconds.
you gotta go. I see that there's toilet paper in there, so I flush the toilet because I'm like, I need a fresh start. You know what I mean? I need full capacity.
New level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the water starts coming back up because somebody has clogged the toilet before I went in there. And my body's already like, oh, it's time for shit. And so then I'm flipping out. I'm sweating because the muscles of my sphincter are just like holding tight.
Sure.
And I'm like shaking. I'm sweating. I'm looking for the plunger. And meanwhile, I'm starting to shit. I'm already starting to shit. And I'm at my buddy's wife's birthday party at their new house out in the country with a septic tank. So I'm starting to turtle head a little bit. And so now I've got to take handfuls of toilet paper. Toilet's still clogged, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm trying to unclog it, but I'm reaching back, breaking off the heads and throwing them in the water
Jesus Christ.
while I'm trying to plunge.
Jesus Christ, man.
I went in there in the middle of dinner. They just served it. I probably took 2 bites out of my tostada. And then I go in the bathroom. I'm dropping deuces. I'm sweating. I come out. They're singing happy birthday. They got the cake out. And everybody's just like,
right as you walk out.
oh, dude, this is no
Kevin comes
bullshit.
out full gray beard.
Yeah.
Like he's in there for so long.
Kevin comes out completely covered in shit.
It's one of those situations where it's just like you never think that you could rise to the occasion
Sure,
of
yeah.
that sort of tragedy. And I did. I totally did.
Sure.
And I was like real proud of myself, but then I was also gone for 45 minutes. And but oh man, what a nightmare.
Yeah.
And then I just remember going over to my buddy Soul and just being like, "Hey, you got a great place here." And then I gotta get
you
out.
pull the mover. You're like, hey, just to let you know, somebody before me clogged the shit out of your toilet and then shit all over the walls. And then it looks like they wiped their ass with the curtain. So I just want to let you know that somebody did that, and then I walked in on it.
I tried to clean it up.
Right. Anyway, have a good birthday party, man. You slap his shoulder and a bunch of shit flies off of your hand.
Oh, you were cupping a whole turd. You're palming a turd.
That's you. You're going to a fancy restaurant. And you go, listen, I don't have a reservation, but I think we could do something. And then you go to shake his hand, and he grabs it, and it's just a little piece of shit in his hand.
and you go, get yourself some.
Dude, that would be sick if you got really good at pickpocketing. You could slip whole turds into people's
Oh
pockets.
my God, you fucking could, dude. Guy going in for a job interview, you bump into him like, oh, excuse me, and then just like palm drop a whole turd
Inside
his-
pocket with his wallet.
inside breast pocket. And he's like, oh, let me grab, he's in the interview, he's like, oh, let me grab my pen, reaches out, pulls a whole turd in his hand and
He
starts
tries to
writing
click
with
it, but it's just a piece of shit. Yeah.
His thumb goes down into it and squishes.
Yeah.
What the hell? They go, hey, we're the guy for the job. We're just going to see your driver's license and Social Security. He goes, I got it right here. He pulls it out, and it's just a big piece of shit.
Yeah.
And he's sorting through it like, hey, where's my Social Security?
It's the first job interview from the Pursuit of Happiness movie, but he just comes in covered in shit, and they're like, "What would you do? What would you do if a man came in for a job interview at your company covered in shit and piss? Would you give him a job?" And he goes, "I guess it depends on how good his cum is." Like, God damn it, you black man! You
Pursuit
got
of-
a goddamn job.
I haven't seen Pursuit of Happiness in forever. It's a good one.
It's a good movie, yeah. You want it to be bad, but it's actually not bad.
I want it to be good.
I want it to be bad.
Oh, man. Well, I'm not proud of myself for talking about, shit and, but it's just one of those things I wanted to give people
You
hope.
should go up at the Moth and tell a story like that about the one time you just took a very big shit, but really make it a metaphor for life and art and your
Yeah.
time in
I'll start
South
it out.
America.
I'll start it out with like the heavy stuff. Like, so 2009, my mother died.
Right.
And I got cancer. And then people will like lean in, they'll put their fingers interlocked in front of each other, and then I'll get emotional. And then it'll end up just set them up. It'll end up just so that I can tell a long ass shit story. And then it'll be like, I never. Yeah, the crazy thing about it is the only way I can remember my mom is to smell my own shit. Because her genes are in my genes, and the way that we digest food is so similar. And you know that the olfactory senses, really spawn memories.
But you got to end with something deep
Yeah.
and like heartfelt. Like,
Yeah.
And that's the day I realized that the things inside me are what actually make me.
And after my whole life of trying to control everything, and, I've always been kind of a control freak. And when things get out of control and life hands you something as horrible as the death of a parent or you're getting cancer or something like that, you look at it and you just got to remember sometimes that's the way the pooper plops.
And you know what? That's why you got to flush it. We all forget. We go, oh my God, there's so much shit in here.
And even
You
if
forget the whole time the
Right.
handle's right there.
And
Yeah.
I remember what my dad
Flush.
told me. If it's yellow, let it mellow. If it's brown, flush it down. Thank you. Good night.
Everybody stands up like a whole opera of people.
Yeah, start throwing roses.
Yeah.
at the
they do the one violin note or the one cello
You're
note.
you do the worm across the stage.
People hate it when I talk about shit stories, by the way.
I just don't like talking about shit as much as I like talking about piss and cum and stuff.
See, I don't like talking about cum too much because Jesus doesn't like it.
Oh, well.
But
yeah.
he doesn't say anything about in the Bible about shit.
Jesus could jerk off, right? If he didn't like look at
No,
porn.
no, sir.
Why not?
Don't let.
What if he
He
jerked
could
off?
come soft.
He comes out.
Yeah.
Jesus is yelling at Mary Magdalene. He's like, "Don't you fucking get me hard, you cunt!
No,
You got to make me come soft, bitch."
Jesus had to do evacuation, like a nocturnal evacuation.
Oh, right,
That's
sure.
the only way. That's,
Jesus had to stimulate his G spot so he wouldn't touch his dick, but he could come.
Yeah, but
it's
see, that's
Jesus
gay,
spot.
his Jesus spot, his J spot.
Yeah, that's the part of the woman's brain where you connect with them spiritually on a biblical level.
On a biblical.
That's the Jesus.
I'm trying to go to the Garden of Eden, bitch. Listen, I got a snake that wants your apple, bitch.
Man, I'm trying to go to the Garden of Eden. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be eating that ass.
Man, that pussy's so golden, it got a cherub of God in the goddamn pussy with a flaming sword, motherfucker.
The God of eating pussy.
Hey, this snake gonna make you eat an apple if you know what I mean. I'm about to put a flaming sword. in
We're
front
at
of
the
door.
Apollo, but the audience is just all skeletons with
Yeah.
no eyes.
Yeah,
It is the tree of knowledge that just tells you where the clit is.
That's right.
dude. By the way, Eddie Griffin has some of the best Bible comedy you've
Oh
ever
yeah,
heard.
Eddie Griffin's
It is
great.
so fucking funny.
Yeah.
Talking about Jesus as a black man, like full on. Mm-hmm. It's dude, it's so fucking funny. Which he was, by the way.
Yeah.
He was a black man.
Good thing people are still doing bits about that.
Hair of lamb's
I'm
wool.
sure Eddie Griffin didn't cover it.
Eddie Griffin
so
hasn't
long
been doing
ago.
stand up since 1993.
No, I think it's great that people still do. I've seen 80 black comics do a bit about that.
that wasn't the Last Supper. That was the last kickback, y'all. Jesus trying to just smoke and chill with
I
some
know
homies.
one of you motherfuckers gonna betray me.
Yeah, Judas betrayed Jesus for 40 ounces of malt liquor.
I mean, it's like, yeah, Jesus walked on water because he's a brother. He can't swim. I mean,
Yeah. That's why they crucified him. They can't see a black man thriving. And that's preach, y'all. That's preach.
Whoever dips
Big black lady clapping in the audience. Woo!
Whoever dips their biscuit into my gravy will betray me before
It's like-
the cock crows 3 times.
dude, it's so funny that like people think like Jesus was white. You know what I mean? Like that's like retarded. But like what's even more retarded is thinking he looked like Biggie Smalls.
Right,
Like it's
yeah.
like get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
with
he looked
that.
like some Cro-Magnon Middle Eastern
I
man.
do love that the jump is like, because Jesus has to be Jewish in order to be Jesus, in order for the Bible to make any sense.
Yeah.
And then a black guy hears that he's got hair of wool and he's tan,
Yeah.
skin of bronze. It's like he's Jewish. That Jews have dark skin and curly hair sometimes. They're like, no.
Well, there's black Jews.
Is there black Jews?
There are black Jews.
What's that mean, though?
Huh?
Is their mom's Jewish and their dad's black?
That means they're bad with money, but they also are very concerned about it.
Wait, okay, he loves it. He actually
Sorry,
loves it.
yeah, sorry. I actually, I was reading from my dad's joke book from the 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that was actually just his diary.
Maybe we should go out with a high note there. That was pretty good.
A high note, bro? You got any, dude? Hey, you guys ever hear about the guy that smoked so much weed that he killed him?
No.
Me neither, bro.
That sucks shit and cum out of an ass.
Yeah, that sucks crime out of an asshole. Out of a little toilet blot.
Hey, whatever floats your boat, man.
I wish my asshole was a toilet
What, you're trying to get us to go out
so
on a high
people could
note.
just pee in it. I wish I had a handle on the side of my ass so
Yeah.
I could flush shit out of it.
Ben heard about glory holes and he went and drilled a hole into the back of a urinal so he could stand on the other side like bottomed up. Ben gets a trucker to pee into a little.
damn it,
Ben gets a trucker to pee into a little shaker they have at bars.
God damn
And then he puts an egg white in it and some bitters and a little drop of Tabasco, and then he shakes it. Puts a little. He's like, you got to use clean ice because if you use dirty ice from the fridge, it's just gonna ruin the drink. And then he pours the piss all frothy into a nice little like a fucking old fashioned.
Do I drop frozen cubes of shit?
You drop
in
a
the
little.
glass?
You drop like a little cherry, like a black cherry, but it's just a little hunk of shit. You get with a big spoon.
And then you drink it like that guy who tests ice cream.
And then instead of an orange peel, you just take a little bit of foreskin and you rub it over the rim of the glass.
Oh, yeah.
And then twist it and then stick it inside the glass. And then you just shove the whole thing up your ass.
You light it on fire just for a half second. And then you throw it in.
And then I just put one silly straw in and suck the whole thing down.
Suck it dry, bitch. Yeah.
Are you gonna play the outro?
Oh,
Or
shit.
Are we? You know what? Here, before we do that, thanks for listening, folks. I'm Kevin Tenkin. This has been an absolute blast. Thanks for sitting in on a conversation with me and my two great pals, Benjamin Allen Avery and Jay Swain Avery.
Sorry for the rocky start, everybody, but we got it down.
Oh yeah, just like the Rocky movies. You know, it's hard. You know,
It's
at the
just
beginning,
like the Rocky movie.
just like the Rocky movies, but by the end, we were at the top of the Philadelphia staircase place, and
Yeah.
we got our hands up. You know, we got a little bit of BO, but it's because we've been working hard, talking about shitting and drinking piss. If you enjoy what you're listening to, and I know you do, because this is the kind of content that you get hard for. Your ear dicks just fully engorged with blood. Every time you start thinking, you go, God, I want to fuck this podcast. If you want to fuck this podcast, go on to iTunes and give us a 5-star review. Just shove those stars right up our ass. And, you know, Little competition for you too. If when you write the review, make it the longest review. Make it so long that iTunes says, "Hey, shorten it up a little bit," you know. And try to. The other thing, the challenge I want to give to our listeners is show this podcast to one person that you know will hate it this week, and let us know how it goes. Send us your emails to brainjailpod@gmail.com. And who knows? You may show it to your pastor, and he goes, "Oh, goddamn, this is the funniest stuff I ever heard." But by God,
Yeah, hell Satan.
follow at Riri Soda. That's Benjamin Allen Avery's Twitter on twitter.com. And you can follow Sad Drawings by Jace for Jace Avery. You can follow me at Kevin Tinkin. And please, you join us on Reddit, Instagram, all that bullshit. Bullshit! We love you. We're gay for you guys. We sit at home, we jack off, and we think about all the listeners. And we appreciate you. And I like to look at the graphs of listenership.
And pretend they're titties.
No, I think about people we're in their ears. You know what I mean? The sound's getting deep in your ears. And you're just fucking, so deep, and I'm hitting your back walls of your ears. And that just gets my mojo flowing. I pretend that each listener is like my beloved wife of 20 years.
Even the underage listeners?
Well, it's theater of the mind. We take liberties. Sometimes if you're underage, hey, hit me up on your 18th birthday, and I'll pretend you're my wife in my mind. Countdown. Is there anybody that's underage listening to this? I wonder.
I mean, probably, right?
Probably.
Write us an email if you're underage.
Yeah, if you're under 18, send us an email to brainjailpod@gmail.com and let us know, what the fuck. Tell us a little bit about yourself, what's going on.
I hope you're not upset enough that early in life to listen to a podcast like this.
Yeah, if you're under 18, I want an email. If you're over 50, I want a story. All right, let us know. I'd love to get to know you guys. Brainjailpod@gmail.com. We love you. We're gay. We're horny. I got a speculum in my ass right now. It's just been spread wide the whole time. Take care. Peace and love. Trump 2020.
The feeling of
Make it great again, y'all.
Will unleash, typically about an imminent event or something with an uncertain outcome.
Shit, if this gonna be that kind of party, I'm gonna stick my dick in the mashed potato. Oh God, they're gonna know I'm dumb.